On the UFC 300 main card, Alex Pereira against Jamahal Hill. I'll be honest, before the fight started, I thought Hill might win. I do like Alex Pereira. I feel like he has the best power in the UFC, but the speed probably wasn't there, or the stamina. I felt like his stamina always drains at a certain amount. I believe third, fourth round, that's when his stamina starts to dwindle, but he still is a one punch, knock you out, and he wins. I felt like Hill might win. He felt confident. I saw his confidence during the week, getting all these autographs, including Alex Pereira. I felt like he was measuring Alex Pereira. As soon as the fight was going to start and the music starts playing, Pereira's coming in second, and he's doing his little two steps in his fake arrow. Jamahal Hill was waiting on the entrance of the gate of the octagon. I still felt like his confidence was there. On the introduction, I could still see the confidence when Buffer was announcing him. And I saw Alex Pereira's corner, and I saw Glover. For people that don't know who Glover is, Glover Teixeira, that's Alex Pereira's best friend or one of his best friends. And he lost against Hill. In the fight prior to Hill, he lost against Nº²⁶. Remember those two names? Of course, Hill is the one that's fighting. He looked like a little puppy. He was looking up, and he's looking at Pereira getting the introduction from Buffer, and then the fight started. On the fight, when it started, Pereira tried to kick them on the oblique, and Hill stopped the kick, and he tried to swing on the upper on the hit. I think he hit him, and at that point, I kind of noticed the speed, but the pop or the power of Hill, I felt it wasn't there. Then Pereira kept on kicking. At that time, Hill kicked again, and it kind of landed on the groin area. And Herb Dean tried to reset the time or go check on Pereira, but Pereira, the way he stopped, like basically telling Herb Dean, don't worry about it. And at that point, he got Hill with a nice shot. That shot was a left-handed uppercut or kind of uppercut jab, and you could see the eyes roll from Hill. At that time, you kind of knew it was over. As long as Hill didn't do anything on the ground, it was going to be a ground and pound. And sure enough, that's what it was. And it got stopped. The only fighter that they talked to after the fight, and this is one thing that Joe Rogan talked about before. If there's a fighter that he feels like he got knocked out or he's not there full conscious, he's not going to go and talk to them. And I believe that's one part that's one of the reasons he didn't talk to Hill. His eyes rolled over. He got ground and pound. That maybe he's conscious or he was unconscious at that time. I don't know, but it was a good decision from Joe Rogan not talking to him, and he only talked to Alex Pereira. At the same time, Joe Rogan talked to Alex Pereira, and Pereira was talking about going to heavyweight. I'll talk about that later on. But for me, my recommendation for Hill or Dana White, since he's the person putting all these fights together, is have Hill against Prochazka, the two fighters that beat Glover at the end, which is a perfect scene since Glover played a role. I'm not going to say he played a role in this fight, but he did put the black belt on Alex Pereira at the end of the fight. He was happy for his fighter or his friend beating a nemesis that he lost to. One of the two nemesis that he lost to at the end of his career. And I want to say career because you never know if he might come back. And he lost against him, and he lost against Prochazka, which I think is the perfect match for the next fight of Hill. And also Jarai, who won the fight today in UFC 300 via knockout. As for Alex Pereira, there's quite a few fighters in the heavyweight. I think he's a little bit small. When I say small, I mean in bulk size. And he could fight Jon Jones. And that's going to be a good fight. Everybody's going to be rooting for Jon Jones. And that's all I have for this. Short and sweet. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.